Leaves are changing colors, collecting when they hit the ground.
Hey everyone, I'm Martin.
And I'm Shelley.
And we're down here. The name of the channel is the Campfire Trail. It's our homestead property. And this is part of our weekly update on what we've been doing down here since we moved down here. It started out as raw land. We're on week number 157 right now.
He always keeps track of that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's our 3-year anniversary of moving down here is coming up this coming week, as a matter of fact.
We had a lot of things that we did between now and then too.
Yeah, and so, you know, we're both in our 60s, and we both have done all of this ourselves, with the exception of putting the roof on the cabin. Our kids helped us with that for 1 weck.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, and so we're just out to prove that it can be done. Yeah.
I think I need two, because that's a lot of stuff. And you know, sometimes I think I'm gonna go crazy because there's so much to do. But honestly, I find that if I don't worry about it and just do it a little bit every day.
Yep, one day at a time.
And it gets done.
Yeah.
Right now I'm looking down at the basement that we did. We had rain.
How long have we been complaining about not getting any rain? Well, yesterday we got rain.
We got rain, and for some odd reason, all the water that came down the hill went and turned and went right into the basement. So, but we have a solution. We have a water pump.
Yeah, I guess we're going to try to pump it out.
Yeah, we're going to pump it out.
Well, we're supposed to get rain later today, and then rain again tomorrow, maybe. So, anyway, it just stands to reason. I mean, every time it seems like when we were building this cabin, it rained on us every single day, it seemed like. So we're used to that.
But you know what? I thank God for the rain, because honestly, these trees really needed that rain.
Dry. You know, you look behind us and you'll see trees look like it's going into fall. And I mean, technically it is going into the fall, but these things are turning color because they're dry. Because it's been hot. It's been 90-some degrees for I don't know how long, and dry. We haven't had rain. So.
And when we were working on there, on the skid steer and the excavator, that mud dust was this deep.
It was
and you could just walk in it and it would go poof.
It was like talcum powder, walking in talcum powder. It was so dry. Yeah.
Yes, like.
Well, this week we've done. Okay, so our upload schedule for videos is Sunday is our kind of general around the homestead kind of a thing. You'll see what we're doing, the daily life on the homestead. Wednesday we're doing the series Hands-on Homestead House Build, which is going to be documenting all of the house building that we've got started over there. And so if you want to learn how to build a house from scratch and you don't know much about it, just follow along with that series. Comes out on Wednesday mornings. And we're going to cover every single aspect of building a house, from digging the hole for the basement to tacking the last piece of trim on when we get that far.
Oh, I like to hear that.
Yeah. It may be 5 years. But
oh, I don't like to hear that.
No, we're making progress with it. Yeah. We're just going to have a mess cleaning up the water right now. But and then Friday we do just kind of random whatever is happening around the place here. The last couple of weeks has been recipes, and we've done some cowboy candy, and we've done some jelly, some jalapeno jelly.
Oh yes.
We've done the chicken, the smoked jalapeno popper chicken bomb.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
They were very good.
Yeah, and so
we did some mushroom soup a while back too.
Yeah, that was good.
Extraordinary good.
And so that will be kind of what the Friday videos are all about. And so anyway, we invite you to join, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and follow along with all of it.
Yeah.
But this week, Shelley went up. Our garden is, the garden is starting to wind down for the season.
Let me explain. I went up there and I've been watering. He's been working down in the basement, so I've been picking all the stuff and watering. And I've noticed something had been eating on my leaves of my sweet potatoes. And I thought, oh, wow. And then the next day it was more, and it was getting substantially more. And I thought, you know what? these sweet potatoes aren't going to do any good if they get all their leaves ate. So I decided I was going to dig them up.
Yeah, and you'll have to see that. We're going to do that on some of that on this video. But she also pulled the scallions, which we refer to them as Godzilla scallions. Okay, now
gee, I can't believe it.
Godzilla scallions is not a variety that I'm aware of, but that's, I mean, these scallions, they were like that long.
They were that long.
From the roots to the tips was probably better than 2 feet long. Huge things.
I didn't know why they got so huge, but they just did.
Yeah, they look like regular scallions, only like 12 times bigger.
Bigger.
And so we've got those coming out too.
Yeah.
And what else? The tomatoes are still going.
I gotta say something. So the next day, what was that?
That was a tomato.
Oh,
we got a tomato going.
I got a tomato. That's huge. We'll probably have to show you it. But I walked up there, and I noticed something had bent over we have like one of our green beans has a
trellis on
it, and it had clearly smashed down like that. It was big, whatever it was, and it climbed on top of it and chewed all of the tops of all the stuff on the top.
We're thinking maybe Bigfoot until we're proven otherwise. It's Bigfoot that's been in there.
So I thought, well, the beans have been slowing down, and I thought they're not gonna be good if they don't have any green. So I decided to take them out too. So
all right, so right now we're down there to tomatoes, okra, peppers are still doing really good.
They will not eat them jalapenos. Can't imagine why.
Yeah. And what else? I mean, that's just about it, isn't it?
Tomatoes, okra, jalapenos, and regular peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
We're going to keep nursing those along as long as they're producing. And then
the tomatoes are still going strong. Well, I do have one zucchini, and the critter ate the leaves out the zucchini, but the zucchinis are trying to grow yet. So I'm kind of going to watch.
I guess fall zucchinis are kind of a fall crop as
I'm just
well,
going to
so
see if this one zucchini, if it's blooming. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You got life to you yet?
Yeah, and this really is the tail end of September. This is right now, today is what, 22nd, 23rd, something like that of September.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're finally going to get some cooler weather, so working down in the basement is going to be easier. It's not going to be 90 degrees everywhere else and 98 down in the hole.
It was really warm.
Yeah, so
we had to do other things on that warm time.
So anyway, the Homestead house build. That's going to be on Wednesdays.
Yes.
Okay. The Campfire Trail is the channel.
Right.
We appreciate you following along.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. And we're going to get into this week and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Trouble.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep him out of trouble. So I got my job cut out for me. Yes, I do.
We ended up getting rain yesterday, and the forms that I was building down there are now covered in water. And I guess the bad news is now I've got some mud that I'll have to dig out and work in, and water to pump out of there. But the good news is that in looking at my forms, it looks like the water is the same distance up on the forms pretty much all the way around the whole place. So that's another indication, besides the level and the laser level, that my forms are leveled. So it's Wednesday, and this is what we've been doing for the last couple of days. Anyway, so yeah, we woke up, had a rainstorm a couple of days ago, filled this whole thing with water, and it would not drain down. So we've spent a couple of days pumping water out of here and getting mud out of the forms and all of that. And so I mean, you can kind of see that we've got them cleaned out pretty good now. And today we're going to be actually starting to pour cement because it's supposed to rain again in a couple of days. So we want to get at least some cement in here so we're not fighting with all of this again from the beginning. So to start with, what we're going to do is drill some anchors down into the rock in various places, and then run the rebar in here, and then we're going to start mixing some cement. We've brought down a couple of bucket loads of sand over there, got a bucket load of rock, and our Portland cement.
Leaves are changing colors, collecting when they hit the ground. I don't think fall would be quite as pretty if you weren't around. Nights are getting cold, light a fire. Won't you hold me dear? Won't you hold me close?
Well, it's Saturday, about September, I guess, 28th, and we spent a week and a half getting this basement hole dug around here, and it had not rained in probably 2 months, or at least not a significant rain, much more than a sprinkle, and we were dying in the dust bowl down here, and then just as we got ready to start building forms, and start pouring cement down in here, we got probably a 2-inch rain one night and filled this entire basement up with about a foot of water. And we've been fighting mud ever since, and that's been a little over a week. And we are making some progress on getting the forms put in, but and cement poured, but it has been a struggle. And there comes Shelley. And but we're finally starting to gain some headway on it. The forecast says maybe that we're going to get a couple of weeks without rain, so I think we can get this moving forward again. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.